My situation as an LGBTIQ community member is not the worst because of the year I was born, because of where I was born. Nonetheless, there isn't a moment in my life that I recall not living in fear. There is a backdrop of fear because of who I am and how I identify. Around the world, there are hundreds of millions of LGBTIQ people that cannot be their authentic selves. They cannot live free from harm, free from violence, and free from discrimination. The movement to advance LGBTIQ human rights globally is severely under-resourced and outright works to develop programs to help address human rights abuses around the world. In order to power our work and to fund our programs, outright needs to raise funding from a variety of different stakeholders. Our work ranges from fundraising from individuals and corporations to foundations and government. We are working with companies that typically have a global footprint. The value Outright brings to these companies is a global perspective. Outright works with groups and LGBTIQ organizations in over 113 countries, as well as at the United Nations. We are experts on topics and themes that impact the LGBTIQ population. While there are many ways corporations engage with and interact with diverse populations, depending on where they are located, sometimes they are not connected to civil society, and sometimes they don't have the full picture of how a population is impacted by certain laws or by certain cultural norms. And Outright, together with our partners, is able to bring those perspectives to corporate teams, and it allows them to gain a more solid understanding of what the challenges and opportunities are when they are operating in certain countries, when they're releasing products and services, when they're trying to engage these populations. The role of corporations in the LGBTIQ equality space has always been important and central. If you look historically at where LGBTIQ communities have achieved progress, usually there has been an important role that the private sector has taken. Outright engages with corporations in a variety of ways, and last year we published a guide, From Idea to Action, explaining all of the different ways that LGBTIQ people and allies within a corporation can position not only the moral case to support LGBTIQ human rights in the movement, but the business case. They can leverage their talent. They can second employees to nonprofits to build their capacity. They can take on institutional capacity building projects to strengthen the infrastructure of organizations like Outright. They can leverage their products and services to help organizations achieve their missions. To accelerate change for LGBTIQ people around the world, we need a complete systems shift. That means that mainstream organizations, mainstream institutions, including foundations, including government entities, including corporations, need to shift. Systems for grant making and for identifying potential grantees. An LGBTIQ inclusive approach needs to be integrated because resources will not trickle down automatically. There needs to be a concerted effort and a focus to fund LGBTIQ-led and LGBTIQ-focused initiatives. The vision we have to accelerate change for LGBTIQ people so that they can live with dignity, free from harm, is a vision that requires a coalition of the willing. We need partners of all types, individuals from everywhere around the world to join our quest to make LGBTIQ lives better.